Hello guys, welcome to another interesting update. Like this post show seriously is post showing a lot. In fact, we thought we had you guys were saying the show was boring, don't worry. This post show is now hot. Like this is the drama you guys are looking for. Like seriously, you guys, welcome back to another interesting update. It's Miss Spicy. I hope you guys are doing okay. Oh yeah, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Now, last night there was a dish out of Woto, and the Mbadiwe twins like took theirs. You guys, twins collected their own share of Woto. I'll just allow you guys listen to this little space. Though I didn't really put out their main Woto because the whole thing, in fact, they will not even accept it here. You guys know yesterday, Chizoba came on space, okay, and said the checkers and everybody waiting is just existing. After that, some group came on space. Like, just listen to it.
Okay, that is the truth. No. That is the truth about this male bestie thing. I have witnessed no one. No, wow. That's not true. Then they'll be I disagree. Oh, they don't know how it happened. Listen, they'll say, oh, they don't know how it happened. Oh, I went to, share my story. I went to talk to him. He's somebody. And then it happens. Then they say, oh, I didn't know how it happened. It happened out of the blue. To me personally, I don't believe in a male and a female bestie. No. So whatever happened in the house was so annoying. It was so annoying. Like it was just pissing me off. And then I felt I felt at some point OC was playing a game. Because I remember one time they were in the kitchen with Chizoba, and then he kept on saying he doesn't know how Big Brother is portraying he and Chizoba's ship, but he hopes people don't think otherwise, but they are just bestie. That day I remember the camera was on them for a very long time. He kept on saying they are besties. He was just so I felt at some point he was just he was doing his game and all of that, so it was nothing serious. And then I'm not blaming the girls. If they were into them and then they didn't want the girls into them, they should have just stopped them. Oh, I don't want you to do this with me. Why would you sleep on the same bed with somebody? What are you doing? If camera was not there, see, one time they were...
Okay, well, you guys, I'm going to say that the ladies were not forced. Right? The ladies were not forced because if you watched, most times they were in their own beds. Yes, they were in the Mbadiwe twins' own beds. I think it was a few times that Ozzy, they don't usually ever sleep on a girl's bed safe, like the whole night. They were the ones there, so I don't think they were forced. Now, you guys on that space, they talked about a lot of things. So many things. They dragged the F out of the Mbadiwe twins, saying they didn't have respect for their women because they had relationships outside before coming into the house, and they decided to move. They said so many things that the Mbadiwe twins like going for women or ladies who are naive. They mentioned the Ndene, they mentioned Victoria, from where to where. I mentioned Onyeka, like some of these ladies are not really. So they said, had it been Izwani, that did they see the other time that, there was one time that OC in the kitchen, like, did something and Wani, called him out and, shunned him there and said, no, that he hugged. I don't know how many of you guys remember. It's like Wani even told Sean about it, that Sean I don't know if you guys remember one time that Sean was having a conversation with them. Now, let me be coming bit by bit, guys. Coming to the checkers, right? Now, when they came into the house, because they said it was the Indian first that they moved to this, that. Now, let me clear you guys. When they came into the house, the Mbadiwe twins, because I could remember when the Indian pair saved them. One time, Nne was having this conversation with her sister, and she said that when they came, the Mbadiwe twins were like feeling somehow. That even when they greeted them, they were like, behaving somehow, not until the one custodian, then they were moving close to them, which I don't know how true that may be, if it was really their intent or if it was just what they were doing. Okay, so that was when they moved close to them, and because they were now custodians and all that, they also helped them then to become head of house. They chose them. for the head of house, and finding out that the Mbadiwe twins didn't even pick them or something. I can't remember, but I think something happened that Mbadiwe twins now returned the favor, and at that time they were kind of close, right? Then later the checkers thing, you guys remember when Ben said they were close with the checkers, probably because of the tribe thing. When sorry, not Ben, TJ. I think they were looking at, oh, is the tribe thing, and they became close. We are almost like looking at them like this. It was a siblingship we had then on the show, especially with Chizoba and the OC, but they mentioned it was bestie thing, and before you know it, Onyeka came into the picture with Ozzy. Now, what actually made Onyeka and Ozzy's own go sour? Like, guys, I'm going to drag Onyeka here because let me say something. Onyeka's fans, please, before I say the show is over, we are blogging. You don't expect me not to say what's happening on the social space. You don't expect me not to tell you guys my own opinion in all of this. So nobody, just lover is dragging people, calling names. Nobody is going to drag this lover. This is blogging. People must always say something. If it's not sitting on with your fave, you just clear it. Don't come at me, I beg. I'm just doing what I love doing, okay? You guys, show is over. Before I'm even praying for Big Brother and Sassy too. It was Big Brother and Sassy starts, all these things. Now everybody will forget Bibi Naija post show. All of us will move to Big Brother and Sassy because everybody wants to go with what's on the trending table, right? Now, I fought Onyeka in all of this because if Onyeka had just maintained the friendship with Ozzy, closing eyes to whatever that is happening between Ozzy and Victoria, knowing fully well that Ozzy mentioned he has somebody outside. Of course, we know that Ozzy was already his wife is his girlfriend or his wife or partner is pregnant and they are expecting, and Ozzy mentioned he has something. You would have just closed your eyes to whatever Victoria was saying, and now Ozzy coming out to say he's not Victoria from outside. Way back as 2019, they have mutual friends that he was just waiting for Victoria to come out of her shell and all of that, you guys, meaning that he took sides with Victoria with whatever that is happening. But Onyeka was moving funny, saying Victoria was so scared. She even did it. That's exactly the same thing that's happening between her and Wani. Well, I'm coming to that in another update, you guys. That's exactly the same thing. Onyeka made people forget that her fans, yes, it's nothing concern anybody. Her fans love her, they are gifting her. We are so happy for her. But I think Onyeka should also learn to maintain friendship. She has this attitude of, oh, the girls are always jealous of me because of my body, because of my bum, because of this. Even though she said he doesn't even find that one attractive, he liked Chizoba's. Many guys on the show were like, oh, Chizoba's body. Chizoba is not really that fat. She's just there. She's just got everything in right proportion, but she's not that. Onyeka's own is massive, but it's not everybody that will like that. Yeah, oh, massive and massive. You guys, Onyeka should remove that from her head and always talking about others. Now, you were always talking about Cassia Victoria, who were not even like spending most of their time talking about you. You guys understand. So I think that's what really got Ozzy peace, because I'm wondering how come the checkers and the Mbadiwe how come the whatever turned sir? If you guys noticed, when OC came out of the show, that was the day he met Nne. The way Chizoba was there. In fact, if you really saw that clip, I don't know where I can lay my hands on that clip. You guys, the way OC hugged and was looking at Nne, he just left Chizoba behind safe. That was when I was like, what's this? That was where the coldness started. So, and I think coming out of the house, when you trust somebody so much and you now come out to see that this is what these people said about you. Honestly, when you have broken a trust, it's very hard to build it back. That's what's happening with the checkers, Mbadiwe. Probably the Mbadiwe came out to lots of things. Maybe what they were saying, there was a time Onyeka was telling Nne about them being rich, being from a rich home. So you could see that forming your friendship with them was based on what you can get from them, because they are influential, they say they are this, they say even if it's true, even if it's past glory, even if it's whatever, that was really your intent for kind of like moving close to them. It's not like, remember Ozzy said that his friendship with Victoria was formed organically. When somebody says organically, I wanted to bring you guys that gist. I said Ozzy mentioning that organically really means that there is something he really wants to say. It's not forced friendship. It was just friendship based on mutual respect, mutual trust. It just flowed naturally. You understand? And they maintained it. But Onyeka's own was like, okay, these guys are big. These guys are rich. Let me be close to them. That's a different thing. When you form alliance because you're looking for something, or you form alliance because you want to pepper one person, You understand? It doesn't really work. So now coming out, people are like, what's happening with him? So yesterday, Chisoba really cleared it. Chisoba said they are just existing. So if you're shipping Mbadiwe twins with checkers, doing siblingship, guys, just know that they are just existing. I think that friendship now has turned so until they sit down to have a conversation. Because if you don't have a conversation, understand each other, it's not going to work out. But seriously, for now, Chisoba mentioned in her space yesterday, and she said you can't be friends with her and you're not friends with her sister. It does not work now. You cannot like me and you're enemy with my sister or my brother. I can't be your friends because those are my people. If you love me, you have to love everything around me. That's the way it works. Even if you have issue with them, you go and have a conversation with them according to what Chizoba said. And I loved what she said. But guys, their fans dragging the F out of Mbadiwe twins yesterday was on another level. I know that yes, at some point, Mbadiwe twins also effed up on the show, sorry, because of the way Ozzy moved towards the two ladies. He doesn't know. But Ozzy was just catching cruise to me. I think it was, and Victoria understood that cruise, apart from the day she was tipsy. But Onyeka was taking it more of, I don't know, severally. We saw at the pool party, we saw at the kitchen, we saw at the, like on that space. You guys heard that had it been camera is not in that house, forget this bestie thing they are doing. Had it been say camera no dey that house, things for soap. Honestly, things would have sobbed, as the person said, and I really concur with what that person said. So the person is faulting them for they are feeling like them by the way twins led these girls on, though they were claiming is a bestie thing. If OC hadn't anybody outside, I'm telling you guys, Chizoba would have loved to ship OC. Yes, so forget about that. Chizoba is with Ben. Ben Zoba is driving. I think she still talked about it yesterday. They are still cool. She and Ben, they are still okay. But there is one thing I noticed on the show. People had people they had. Like, this is the person available, but this is the person you want. Just like Ben was always like, oh, Anita. Because he couldn't have Anita, now he's bestie with Anita. Like, if I can't have this babe as my girl, he can be my friend, he can be my bestie. Okay. Now Chizoba with Ben. If OC had come into the house and OC say no babe, nothing, Chizoba would have loved to. And I love Chizoba so much. I also love Onyeka, but it's just that the overhype on Onyeka is too much. Everybody have their own talent. People have their own skill. You have what you are good at. This person has what he's good at. Yes, Onyeka is somebody that we saw her on the show. She's a movie director. She's a lawyer, yes, but God blessed her with that skill. Once you say there is wager, anything acting, Onyeka will come up with the storyline. She will arrange it. She will do the script writing. That's the gift God has given her. And people saw it on the show and they loved it. I said, this guy will be good for Nollywood. She really sold herself. That's where she's good at. But that doesn't mean that she's overly highly intelligent more than everybody on that show. Nelly is intelligent on her own. Anita is intelligent on her own. Everybody. I remember that it's just like somebody like me now. I know how, if you say, oh, we are going to do this, I know how to organize it, we bring storyline. There are people that are like that. When they bring story, just like that first wager she participated in, where they drew that thing with the help of Zion and all that. TJ was also bringing ideas. That's the younger one. That girl was also, it's just that some of them didn't really stay long in the game. Now, Onyeka, you're good at script writing, you're good at storytelling. Of course, you guys know she's a talkative, and here she's a gossip too. She's good at storytelling, she's good at script writing, she's good at movie directing. You see, people are calling her movie director. Even her fans brought her something. She will do well in that field. That's her natural giving talent. Then we saw Cassia, who were very creative with their hands, Victoria. You cannot come and say because you're good in this part, then you're now more intelligent than everybody. People are very good in their own different ways, right? So the overhyping is well, my whole intelligence. She's intelligent, yes, in her own way. The fact that she can come up with ideas easily, that's God-given talent. So you can't say it's better than Victoria's own, who is very creative with her hands, or Cassia's own, or even every other person's own. But what I'm saying is that now, if they said, if the girls who had wanted them, if Onyeka had wanted to stay away from Ozzy, when he started with Victoria and all of that, that would have been the best time for her to move away. That would have been the best time for her to give the boundary, but she did not. Her fans will claim, hey, it's part of her show, it's part of it. But my thing is, you guys should just leave the Mbadiwe twins alone. Nobody should just drag them into all of this mess. Those guys didn't tell anybody this. I'm with you, I'm not with you. They did not mention that on the show. So dragging them into all of this mess doesn't make sense. As long as Chizoba has said now that they are just existing. So let them just exist as they are existing. Yes, until any day they decide. One thing with these people, just like the way we say, oh, Sean and Sean and Sean. Do you guys know that Wani posted Nelly yesterday? Yes, their fans we are dragging each other. I saw a post about food support, and one of Wani's fan liked it. Say, "Oh, this really looks nice." I was like, "You see," Wani posted a video of Nelly where she went to style one hair, and they were like, "Oh, Nelly, we love you," and it's like seriously. So let's just allow them to have a conversation. Let's just allow them do their thing. Last, these housemates are going to be fine. This is not the first time we are seeing all these housemates. You will see drag. That was how Fina and Beauty drag. When Fina and Beauty reconciled, their fans couldn't say it. It's just like Davido and Wizkid. One day you guys will see Davido and Wizkid together. All these people, just leave them. It's a normal thing for fans to drag. It's a normal thing for you to love your fave. It's a normal thing for you to want to defend your fave with everything you've got, right? Yes, why I'm saying it, because I know Onyeka's fans will come in the comments, but just know that this is a show. Show has ended, and very soon another show will start. Once that show starts, nobody is talking about BB Naija season 9 again. That's one thing you guys have to know. And then one should not betray the trust they have, because that's exactly what's happening with Onyeka and all that. If Onyeka, if you're friends with somebody, stop thinking that, oh, the ladies are jealous of me because of my body. The ladies are this, the ladies are that. And honestly, I will tell them, if they can have a conversation with the Mbadiwe twins, that conversation is needed, because in the show, we saw them on the show as siblings. So whatever it is that happened outside, they should have it. But coming out to say, anybody that wants to be friends with me will be friends with me. Anyway, Mbadiwe twins are not their mates. They are older than them, one. So they are even... By the way, twins, yes, we expect that you call them for a conversation, but because of different narrative that was pushed outside, I know when OC came out, OC was defending that there is nothing between Onyeka and the brother and all that, before that Thursday pool party stuff happened, right? Now, you guys remember that OC, when I say OC was never in, they are trying to protect their image, and then by the way, twins had their reason for coming on they didn't come on the show because of the 100 million. Their father gifted them a lot of money. They weren't even looking for fans' money. They have money. Their father gifted, they even gifted them house in the UK or wherever that I heard they gifted them house. So, but I think they need to have that conversation, because one thing in life is that you see friendship, you never can tell where you can meet that person. So that is why, even if you don't have to be besties, even if they don't have to be besties with them, let them be cordial. Because at some point in life, you may need one person. It may not be for financial whatever, but for any reason. But like, I love the way Chizoba answered that question. She said, Mbadiwe twins and checkers are just existing. So you guys should know that the friendship for now is just existing, until if they decide to have a conversation, these housemates will always see each other anywhere. But then the overhype on Onyeka is so much. I know her fans are doing amazing for her. Onyeka did so much on the show. That's her God-given talent. Script writing, storytelling, movie directing, as a barrister. That's what God has given her as a talent. And I love that she showcased herself very well on the show. People now know her. Nollywood will rush her if she really wants to act, right? But then at the end of the day, you guys, I don't know what to say, but what I want to say is that they are really going to be fine later. By the way, twins and checkers, I think they will have a conversation. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.